social, physical, emotional, and moral. Number 11, a national curriculum. Such an education will help develop well-rounded individuals. Conclusions. India has made remarkable strides in recent years in attaining near universal enrollment in elementary education. However, the data for later grades indicates some serious issues in retaining children in the schooling system. The gross enrollment ratio (GER) for grades 6 to 8 was 90.9%, while for grades 9 to 10 and 11 to 12 it was only 79.3% and 56.5% respectively, indicating that a significant proportion of enrolled students drop out after grade 5 and especially after grade 8, as per the 75th round household survey by NSSO in 2017-18. So number by NCERT children in the age group of 6 to 17 years is 3.22 crore. It will be a top priority to bring these children back into the educational fold as early as possible and to prevent further students from dropping out with a goal to achieve 100% gross enrollment ratio in number 12 to secondary level by 2030. A concerted national effort will be made to ensure universal access and afford opportunity to all children of the country to obtain quality holistic education, standalone vocational education from preschool to grade 12. It is also found that, through survey that around 1 crore children are not attending the school at primary stage. Now, as per NEP conduct based foundation stage plan, 100% attendance the teacher children by 2025 at the foundation stage. Thank you all. Any question, please? Not having the requisite qualification will be provided training.
Thank you, sir, for a wonderful presentation. And it was indeed a wonderful overview of how foundational course will go on under the NEP 2020 and the probable challenges and also the recommendations that can be followed for the foundational courses. Thank you, sir. And next presenter we have Mr. Yarnagula Ramakrishna. He is the lecturer of TCTVH and IEPVD, Hyderabad, Telangana. So he will be presenting on the topic capacity building of visually impaired learners through multimedia approach in promoting inclusive education with reference to NEP 2020. So sir, if you're ready, you may take your time.
Family Welfare and Ministry of Tribal Affairs should work the development at foundation stage. Number 15, learn. Learning should be holistic, integrated, enjoyable, and engaging. A holistic and multidisciplinary education would aim to develop all capacities of human being, intellectual,
Sir, your voice
aesthetical.
is not audible. Yeah, your voice. Yeah. Sir, your presentation is visible, but your voice is not audible. No.
social, physical, emotional, and moral a national curriculum. Such an education will help develop well-rounded individuals. Conclusions. India has made remarkable strides in recent years in attaining near universal enrollment in elementary education. However, the data for later grade 'Grades indicates some serious issues in retaining children.
Hello, sir. Hello, we are unable to hear you.
The gross enrollment ratio (GER) for grade 6 to 8 was 90.9%, while for grades 9 to 10 and 11, 12, it was only 79.3% and
Your voice is not audible, sir. Please check your connectivity.
56.5% respectively, indicating that a significant
I think device problem is there.
proportion of enrolled students drop out after grade 5 and especially after grade 8. As per the 75th round household survey by NSSO in 2017-18, the number
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
now you are connected.
Is it audible, sir? Okay, okay, thank you. Sorry for
Yes,
disturbance.
yes.
My slides are visible or not?
Yeah, your voice is very
in the
clear.
age group
Yeah,
of 6 to
slides.
17 years is
Slide, I
Slides are
can.
visible.
No, just now I can present your slide.
3.22 crore. It will be a top priority.
Hello, sir. Mr. Yarnagala Ramakrishna.
Yeah,
To
yeah,
bring
yeah.
these
Yeah,
children
now
My
you
slides
back
are
can.
into the
visible.
educational
Yeah,
fold
your
as
slide also visible. You can go
Okay,
now.
thank you, thank you.
Okay, fine.
Okay, good morning to all respected sir and madams. Actually, today my topic is capacity building of visually impaired
early
learners
as
through
possible
multimedia
and to prevent
approach,
further students from
promoting the inclusive education. Uh, why I am the taking the visual impaired person towards the inclusive education. You know very well. So the visual impaired person enter in India. There are so many achievers are there from
Topping out
top to
with a
bottom.
goal to achieve
There are
relationship
the
laws on
judges
knowledge
are there,
ratio.
advocates there, and district collectors are there, and group 4, group 2, group 1, everybody in visual impaired. There are so many success stories are
Number
there.
12,
So,
secondary level by 2013.
how far it is
A.
concerned with the national education policy? What are the policies are there for the visual impaired, including different able person? Uh,
A
Newly,
concerted
what are
national
the
effort will
national
be made
education
to
policies
ensure
established?
universal access.
Uh, I am national. Before going to national recent national education policy, I would like to tell the previous
And
what are
afford
the
opportunity
policies are
to
there.
all children of the country.
You can see 1986 National Policy on Education. National Policy on Education is rightly said the objective should be the
To obtain
integrated
quality
physically and
holistic
mentally handicapped
education, standalone
younger
school.
community as equal partner to prepare them for normal growth, to enable them to face life with courage and confidence. Why the government of India they encouraging the
Post-graduation
disabled
from primary
education?
school to
Because of
11
we
12.
can see, we can observe that last 40 years, our Indian literacy, the present literacy rate is 77.7 only. It's not crossed above 80 or above 90 like the Kerala
It
in
is
India.
also found
They are achieved more
through
literacy in the
survey
state of
that
India.
around 1
But in
crore
India, overall, compared to India, the achievement of literacy is not possible. Why? Because there are so many drawbacks, so many drawbacks are the particularly the first comes women's education.
children
Women's
are
education
not
till today
attending a
the
school
below
at primary
71,
stage.
and
Now,
as compared with the female education,
as per NEP
female as compared with the male
are
education at
100%
present
attended.
83% above. But whereas your professionally we can compare with the female education very less in 70. After getting the independence more than 70 years. This is the basic condition, and as well as some other communities
The
are there.
teaching
Minority
children by
sections are
2
there.
to 5
Some of the
at the foundation stage.
what are the Muslims and the Christians. Some of the below poverty lines are also there. They are also uneducated till today, and particularly those are the disabled people. The percentage of literacy is at present is
Thank you
50
all.
only. Remaining 50% are
Any
illiterate
question,
after
please?
getting the independence is a basic condition. So we can encourage, we can motivate. So the government of India the keenly observed and researched that all the sectors in the community, you have very rightly said, to focus all the community,
Not having
all the
correction,
community
teacher,
who are underprivileged or uneducated, they have the national education policy is encouraging towards the education, including the quality
we
education. The
provide
previous
training,
Thank you,
policy
sir,
skills
for a
established
wonderful
there in the
presentation.
two types they are
And
classified physically and mentally. Physically means it will becomes in visual impairment also, who are the physically impaired. They are called, it's classified here, general classified physically and physically
it
handicapped,
was indeed
we
a
know that,
wonderful
and
overview
orthopedically
of how
handicapped, we know
foundational
that.
course will go
Those
on. And
candidate and visual impair also comes under physical disability. And mental retardation, there are mental retardation, cerebral palsy there, autism there, and slow learners, learning disability. There are so many intellectual disabilities also. Those
the
two
NEP
types of
2020
classifications
and the
are clearly
probable
classified.
challenges
But
and
we know that
also the
the population of the newly last act, RPWD Act, right to person with disability act 2016, they are enhanced the disability ratio from the 7 to 21.
the recommendations
21 disabilities are there, though we can estimate the population as compared with the 21 disability, the total population in India. At present, we can say
that can
about
be
the
50
followed
Ministry of
for
crores of the
the
population.
foundational
So
courses. Thank
we
you,
have
sir.
to motivate these of the child underprivileged and are depressed people to encourage the education. So last 1986, it is focused on education to physically and
And
mentally
next,
handicapped also. The
next
second
presenter we have
policy, the particularly disabled people, the National Policy for Person with Disability Act, Disability 2006, we are the government of India framed for the all the sector the
Mr.
new educational
Yarnadula
policy.
Ramakrishna.
Previously,
He is
it
the
is come for the
lecturer
disabled
of TC.
National Policy Person with Disability 2006. It is indicated that the education is the most effective vehicle for social and economical empowerment. In keeping with the spirit, if the
TVH and
Article 21A
IEP
of the Constitution
VD,
guarantee
Hyderabad.
education as a fundamental right and Section 26 of the Person with Disability Act 1995, free and compulsory education has to be provided to all children with disability up to the minimum age of 18 years, whereas in compare with the normal children, it is a 14 only. But whereas
Telangana.
in
So he
disability,
will be
it is
presenting on the
next
topic
4 years
capacity
that
building
they
of
will
visual
access the 18 years. The disability policy, national policy for the disabled 2006 is very clear that 18 years free and compulsory education. That means up to intermediate free and
visually
compulsory
impaired
education.
learners
They should have to
through multimedia
get from
approach in
one of the
promoting
schools. There is a need to maintaining of the person with disability in the general education system through inclusive education. With nowadays, the previously the schools are set up are there for the disabled special schools
inclusive
only. But
education with
after that,
reference
the
to
government of India,
NEP
there are more. We
2020.
know that there are so many educational policies. The first educational policy, Qatari Commission, 1964 and 66, it is very clearly indicated that the disabled, they are focusing towards the education of the
So,
disabled
sir, if
children.
you're ready, you may take
Uh,
your time.
they are focusing on mainly on motto of integrated. Integrated means special school to normal school. They can getting the education in normal school. That is called as integrated education. After that, national first educational policy, after the Qatari
Legal
educational
Affairs
policies,
and
then
Ministry
after
of
it is
Tribal Affairs.
said in 1986, national policy on education they're upgraded towards the inclusion. So the national policy for disability in 2006 is very clearly said
Should
up to
work
18
that
years, everybody, it may be a special school or integrated school or inclusive. Now that all the disabled, including visual impairment, they are eminent person. They said that we want the normal education. There are more HURs, we know very well. The National Institute also there for the visual impairment, National Institute for the Empowerment of Visually Disability at Dehradun. In fact, I am the working at Hyderabad Regional Center. So their
Development
totally
Act Foundation scheme.
their quality life included all social and intellectual. They are taking the responsibility of National Institute for the Empowerment of Person with Visual Disability at Dehradun. So each disability, we know that there are 7 national institutes also
Number
there.
15,
So
learn
2000 national policy person with disability 2006, they're very clear that free and compulsory education up to 18 years. There is a need to for the mainstream of the person with disability in general education system through the inclusive education. There we are not visually impaired. Now it is called the terminology change. Visually impaired to visually challenged. They are challenged to a normal. There are more HURs. The Supreme Court, I think the High Court at Gujarat, judge also there, some Supreme Court
should be
advocates also there,
holistic,
and there are
integrated.
so many collectors are there. Recently there are so many recruited in civil services. They are selected in IAS and assistant collector and collectors also enter from Kerala to Kashmir. Their
Enjoyable and
visual impact
engaging.
focus are there. So I am focusing the multimedia. The multimedia, how far it is useful as it is the new educational policy, which very clearly said supporting children with the special needs It called as special needs. The government of India, the term is changed Divyang. Divyang to receive the quality education in regular schooling children with special needs will be integrated in the regular schooling process from elementary to higher education. Higher education means up to 18 years, up to intermediate level, they are free and compulsory education. And technology enabled access to device and tools for children with special needs and orientation of the tools device for parents and caregivers. They very clearly said National Education Policy 2020, we have to encourage them, the Divyang children up to 18 years or intermediate, to enable them to technology, to provide them. There are so many schemes are there, Government of India, there are free devices supplied. ADIP schemes are there. SS2 device implement program. They are free of cost. They are giving, irrespective of cost, free of technology. They are free of cost. They are giving in Hyderabad. We are also supplied. Who are the provided NIEP, National Institute for the Empowerment Visual Impairment. They provide to us. They give the children of visual impaired the sticks and magic players, then tape records and laptop also and smartphones also free of cost. Recently, Telangana government also provided free of cost smartphones, the cost of 15,000 to all the children, including all disabled, including visual impaired also. So the government is more concerned towards the disability. So I am going to my topic. The capacity building of visual impaired learner through the multimedia approach in providing inclusion. The multimedia, there are so many technologies are there for the visual impaired. We know that the job access with speech, the software system is there, and NVIDIA non-visual desktop access. It is very easy for the access of the print, what are the screen displayed on the laptop or desktop. It is there. They can easily by voice mode. They can take the voice mode of the text by using these two most technology of JAWS and NVIDIA. Now, I am going to my research study. Introduction, first chapter one. Introduction to Inclusive Education and a multimedia researcher in the research study has discussed about the concept of the inclusive education is a broader concept which visually impaired included in differently abled what are the I am just now I said girl child and deprived and child labor and street migrant gifted create all the sectors they're focusing in inclusive education. Inclusive education comes along with the other deprived or underprivileged persons, including the disabled also. So they are focusing inclusive education. Inclusive education they are taking in normal schools only by child with the normal with the, along with the sighted childs. This described about how the concept of the inclusive education evolved from the over 50 years. I can already said 50 years back it is focused in inclusive education. So the history to know the origin of the inclusive education and importance of inclusive education environment for the different label learner in the today era. The research study also discussed about the concept and importance of multimedia and related to technology in the multimedia approach, which will be benefited for the learning purpose visual impaired learners. What are the terms which are defined the research in my study? The inclusive education and inclusive education classroom and assistive devices and adaptive devices and capacity building. These are the implementing in our area at Hyderabad. And the multimedia and information and communication technology are the terminology visual impaired. What do you mean by capacity building? The process of developing and enriching the skill and ability and knowledge, learning experience, and potential confidence by boosting self-motivation to acquire the insight, nurture, and progress and create their own meaningful and enjoyable learning by performing various activities or tasks assigned to the differently able learner, as well as enhancing the handling skills of ICT. ICT means information communication technology. We know that the multimedia tools, assistive device and adaptive devices. There are so many. I already said that the typewriter, Louis Braille, Perkins Braille typewriter, and uh, Taylor Brave